Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Let's continue where we left off. We need some new missions, so everything we have right now is going to the moon. We're not quite ready for that. These turned out to actually be fairly easy, and they're good reputation, but we don't really get a lot of money, or we get no science. So, maybe. He's also fairly good, but you know what? He got himself into that mess. He can get himself out of it. Perform temperature scans of the moon. Interesting. I have 9 years to complete this. I might add this to the list. Test at the launch site. These are always easy. We get, the rewards are pence, but whatever. We're going to accept that. We'll take care of that right away. And I've been looking at these. These don't seem that bad, although I wish they would tell you, like in the map view, what the actual orbits were, so you can kind of judge it a little easier. I mean, you have the information here, but it's kind of it's difficult to get a feel of what's going on with this. But we have 3 days for that, so we'll come back to that after we do this one quick test. Alright, so we're just going to do a test, and we need to test, it was one of the engines, wasn't it? Which one was it? This guy. So we look at this, at the launch site, through the staging sequence when all test conditions are met. Okay, we don't even need any fuel for it. And boop. When you look here, everything's good, and mission accomplished. See? Piece of cake. We got our money back. We got a little bit of science. Discard. We don't really have enough science to buy anything new, so back to the missions. What do we got? Orbit the moon. I thought we already had this one in our... No, explore the moon. Okay. Oh, this one they want us to get into a stable orbit. That's really tempting. Perform visual surveys, ferry VIP, or rescue. This one isn't too crazy. Plus it has a long duration, so let's take that one. And I'm going to take this one too, because that's how I'm going to do it. So now let's get to the moon. I don't want to waste a Kerbal. So I can use the probe. Although I don't want to use that probe. I want to use this probe because this has the SAS as part of it, the stability assist, which is important. Let's see. I'm going to definitely need some solar panels. The first thing you do with a probe body is you stick some solar panels on it. Let's rotate that so it fits nicely, and we'll get some symmetry going on that. Yeah, that should be enough. The idea is to make sure that at least one solar panel is always facing the sun, and we'll put a battery on that just so it has some extra power. And since I'm going to be doing science with it, stick a... no, we only need one, thanks. A doohickey on there, and a thermometer thusly. And those are massless parts, so that should be okay. This thing is not coming home. So there is our probe. I'm just contemplating what's the best thing to do here. Can get into orbit around the moon. And still have enough sort of maneuverability to change our orbit once we're there. We need to hit all the sweet spots. This is going to be a long-term mission. We have 9 years to do it, so I'm not really worried per se. But I need to get this thing to the moon. I'll click that bad boy. I'm just going with the typical setup that we've already done. Yeah, I think that's going to be important. Thrust to weight 1.52, okay. Get some control fins on that. These are the ones I usually use. Are there lighter ones? Mass. These are lighter. But they don't really have any, control. So I'd rather use these. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do this. That's 3. We want 4. We'll stick them all the way down there. And then we'll go with our booster system that we've used before, which we know works. 4 boosters. Boosters. Then I'm going to alt-click that and put 4 more on here, slightly lower, maybe a lot lower. Okay. Oops. And we will strut our stuff. Struts are good. Alright, so this should get us to the moon. We have 8,000 meters per second delta V. That should be enough to get us to the moon and back. I think it's like 6,000 or so to actually do the job. But now let's stage this properly. So these are the 4 outer ones. And I want to drop this one first, and then this one. So 1 and 2. Out you go. And then these as well. This one and that one. You and you. So those will be the first to go. And then we want to separate those when they're burnt out. No. Right. So very carefully. That one and this one, probably. Right? Yeah. So these 4 will fire. Then they'll drop, and then these will fire and drop, and those will go there, and this, right, like that. Do we have everything? Thinking about it. Yeah, I think this will do it. All right, let's launch. Now, where is the moon? Here's the moon. Set target. We are really not lined up. Our ship is right there. And we'll just have to wait until we are at a better angle. Again, we want the moon to be maybe just at or above the horizon. And it's going to end up doing this at night, which I really didn't want to do. Because those probes need electricity. But, how are we doing electricity-wise? A little bit longer. And okay, we'll do it there. We still have enough electricity. Stability assist on. That's probably going to use more electricity, actually, but off we go. Oh boy. I was hoping the electricity will last until we get back onto the day side of Kerbal. It's not going to be easy. You know what I can do? I'll wait for it to stage. And stage. Good. I'm going to go here and toggle torque. Because the torque is so little it doesn't really help us. But it does consume power if we try to maneuver. So instead I'll rely on the fins and the engine gimbling to maneuver instead. And that'll save us a little bit of electrical power, although once the next stage kicks in, that engine will generate electricity for us. So that's kind of what I'm banking on. I'm going on a good clip here. And the stage, I'm going to start getting over a little bit. Just a little bit, not too much. Ooh. And explosions are happening, so we're doing something right. Does it? I'm gonna start getting this thing to move over a little bit. Come on. And it's starting to come over. This rocket should perform pretty well, because normally this is what I would use to put like command pods and stuff into orbit. It's basically the same setup I used to get to the moon the first time, but the payload is a lot less. And I'm kind of hoping that will give me the extra delta V that I need to get in orbit around the moon, and then to actually maneuver myself to hit the points that I need to take those temperature readings. There's going to be a lot of mooner trickery going on here. How are we doing orbit-wise? Well, yeah, we're doing pretty good. Should probably start to really kick over because we're in space now. And just, we'll burn straight towards the moon, basically. Basically. Dare I? It's always a bit dicey when you use the physical time acceleration, because things can go south real quick. Uh-oh. I ran out of fuel a lot sooner than I thought I would. Getting ready to cancel the engine. Let's undo the time acceleration, so I have a little bit more time to react. And boop. Okay. So we're doing okay. I'll definitely get to orbit around the moon. I hope I have enough fuel when I get there to do what I gotta do. Just sneak up on it. Oh, you know, it would be nice if I make sure. Okay, good. See, at least one solar panel is getting sunlight, so we're not going to run out of power. That engine doesn't generate power either. And without a Kerbal on board, if I run out of power, I lose control completely. It just becomes space junk. And that would be bad. And we are now in orbit around Moon. Well, we're not in orbit yet, but we're within the sphere of influence. We'll get to the periapsis. And then I need to re-enable the torque on this because that's the only thing we have. And let's bring ourselves around, keeping one solar panel in the sunlight. that gimbal on that engine is awesome. I'm pretty sure that's a new animation, or at least I don't remember it. Alright, and we will... I don't see any markers here. Did I accept that mission? Maybe there's still time to go back and accept that mission. Whoop, and we're okay. Orbiting the moon. Good. And what do we got here? Explore the moon. Okay, that's part of the other mission. The mission that we had like 10 years to do. So that's good. And I'm just going to make sure that I have... No, which way do I got to rotate to? There we go. Get that pointed right at the sun. Okay. Can I do a temperature scan here? I can. And I will transmit that. More science is always good. Excellent, excellent. I get a little bit more for exploring the moon as well. Perfect. So let's go back to the Space Center. And we'll see if that mission is still available. I thought I took it. Perform temperature scans of the moon. Okay. Are you going to tell me where these places are? Do I need to upgrade my... Can I upgrade my tracking station? Hello? Ugh. Well, those must be the orbits I gotta complete. Interesting. What is my... Oh, there we go. Yeah, alright. I think that wasted my money, but whatever. Not wasted, I mean, I was going to do it anyway, but let's go back to here. Like, if I'm supposed to perform temperature scans of the moon in space flight, like, why doesn't it tell me where? Oh, there. Oh, there's a lot of them. Or oh, I see. There's 2 sets. Okay, so measure. All right. Oh boy. So this one. Okay, here's Danra's incline. So I'll set that as the target. And I need to be above 10,800 meters. Okay, I just wasn't zoomed in enough. Let's see. If I go to the apoapsis, the moon's also going to be rotating a little bit. I mean, it's tidally locked with Kerbin, but it's going to be doing its thing. Let's wait until I get out there, maybe. Alright. Now, which one do I... That's really annoying, but... Oh, man, this is going to be rough. Maybe I'll do this one instead. Well, first things first, I want to get a little closer with my periapsis. 286. Because everything else is just time. I mean, I have all the time in the world almost to finish these. And I know I can go as low as like 8,000 or 7,000 meters and be perfectly safe, because even the tallest features on the moon are not that tall, fortunately. So, and again, we'll make sure that we always have a solar panel as best we can. Always have a solar panel exposed. Good. Good. And screw it, let's go. Nice and easy. That should be enough. I mean, there we go. Okay. Now that'll bring us low to the surface. And I still have a high apoapsis, so I can change my orbital inclination if I need to. There are no temperatures to be scanned on this side. Son of a diddly. Yeah. Can't walk faster, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Our orbit is going to be passing near something, but I kind of missed my opportunity there. This is rough. If I had like RCS, I would feel better because I could make finer adjustments to my orbit. But I don't. And which one should I go for? Should I go for this one? Let's stop that. DCJ. Below 9,700. Okay. So we're going to add maneuver, but I have to get there first. So the moon's going to move a little bit. No, other way. And I also need to slow down. Ooh, not that much. Well, that's a rough one too. Just the position of it. Now let's cancel that. I'm not ready to do that one yet. Alright, so you know what? This is going to take me a while to sort. I don't know what kind of deadline I have to do some of these. This is rough. If I had more fuel, I'd have more confidence, but I don't have a lot of fuel. Yeah, that's my alarm clock going off again. Balls. I'm just kind of looking at how much does the moon move relative to me. I think on my next pass I should have some of these in range. What's this one? 6Z something or other. This one here, above 8800. Okay, so that's this one right there at the edge. Just need to adjust my inclination a little bit, I think. Am I going to pass it before or after periapsis? Let's try... Oh, come on, don't do this. What are you doing? Let's try this. That has to be above 8800, so I'm okay there. And we'll wait to the time. Easy does it. It's just a small adjustment. And hopefully we're not going to make it. Or if we, it's going to be really close, but I think we're going to miss it. Yeah, we missed it. No, what I should do is just get into a polar orbit, and then I think I will be, let's go full polar on this bad boy. It's going to be huge inclination change. You're not that huge. Ugh. What am I doing with my life? I know I probably should increase. That's what I was doing wrong. I was speeding up instead of slowing down. Let's get this kind of. That's nearly polar. I don't want to get into a perfectly polar orbit either. Maybe I'm overdoing it a bit. Yeah, that should be good enough. Now let's get out of the shadow of the moon. Good. Get in position, make sure our solar panels are still okay. We're still okay. We're coming up on our destination. 2 hours, and 5 minutes. Watching that timer. And it doesn't have to be this accurate either. It's not. This is not precision spaceflight of any means. And my mouse has stopped working again. Thank you very much. Just pop the battery out for a sec. One of these days I'm going to find out why it does that. Hopefully it will never happen when I need it. Alright. We are burning. Burning. There we go. Alright, this actually looks pretty good. Hopefully I can get within range of something eventually. Looks like I might pass like this one, but I think I gotta be low for that one. Or maybe that one. Ooh. Oh, that's. Yeah, it is very hard to tell where these things are. And we just missed that one. Well, this is going to take some time, unfortunately. I should probably head back to the Space Center and see just how much time I have, because these things have deadlines. And this episode is running a little long, so I don't want to keep you too long. Let's just going to check this real quick. Temperature scans of the moon. Okay, I have 9 years for that one. And I have 9 years. Okay, I have plenty of time. Plenty of time to wait for things to align. So that's good. But I think I'm going to spare you, gentle viewer, the boredom. I'm going to try to get this thing aligned and take some temperature scans, and it'll be good. But until then, thank you all for watching, and have a nice day.